How's it going, guys? Panther Films here, and today we're going to be reacting to Season 3, Episode 4 of The Mandalorian. This episode is titled The Foundling. And yes, my voice still sounds like shit. But yeah, last episode was the longest episode of Mandalorian we've ever had, and it was also the least amount of The Mandalorian we've ever had. Which is kind of funny, because the majority of the episode was with Dr. Pershing on Coruscant, where of course he was in a rehabilitation program with a bunch of other people from the Empire, and it's basically what the New Republic set up so they could kind of get into this new system in a way. And another person from the Empire that was on this rehabilitation program was Kane, who we saw in Season 2. She was working for Moff Gideon, and basically last episode was just her kind of leading Pershing into the wrong direction so he'd get arrested by the New Republic. Dr. Pershing basically wanted to use the cloning for good, and Kane used that to her advantage, and then he got captured by the New Republic, and now Kane, at the end of the episode, is basically wiping his memory, because she's probably still working with the Empire and trying to protect that information from getting out. Because I'm pretty sure she's working with the Empire still, and to protect that information from getting out, she needs to wipe Dr. Pershing's memory. And whether or not she's working with Gideon, we'll have to see. I mean, Gideon was brought up last episode, so maybe. But the end of the episode just kind of showed like how the New Republic aren't that competent. Because, I mean, there's a reason the First Order rises up, right? And what's to say the First Order ever really leaves anyway, right? Because, like, if you think about it, the First Order is technically just still the Empire. Like, the Empire at this point is still out there after Return of the Jedi. They're not done yet. So maybe they never do leave, and they're always there, and they're the people that join the First Order. But yeah, that was like the majority of the episode, but we still did get Mando and Bo Katan last episode, as they were leaving Mandalore to go back to Bo Katan's, like, base. And in between that, they got attacked by a bunch of, like, TIE interceptors, TIE bombers. Bo Katan's base was destroyed, and then a shit ton of TIE fighters emerged out of nowhere. So they had to get out and go to the planet where a bunch of Mandalorians were, that we saw in episode 1. And of course, you know, Din proved to the Armourer that he went into the living waters and he was redeemed. And so was Bo Katan. And the episode basically ended with Bo Katan being accepted into the Creed, and she looked off in the distance where she saw the Mythosaur symbol. I'm also very curious to see what happens with Din. Like, is he just going to be training and stuff with the Mandalorians? Maybe. But yeah, that about sums it up. So let's stop dilly-dallying around with this terribly voiced intro and get right into the fucking episode. Oh, what the fuck? There's so many of them. Jesus. I mean, no wonder the fucking crocodile came out. Is that Din back there? It is. Don't eat it.
Playtime's over. I'm gonna need you to focus. Next challenger.
I mean, he's just going to use the Force, right?
If he is ever to rise from foundling to apprentice, he must learn.
He is too small.
I am his ward. Proceed.
Why doesn't he wear a helmet?
He is too young to speak the creed, and so too young to wear a helmet. One does not speak unless one knows. Is that not the creed?
Well, I know.
You little shit.
My dad was the same way. He's just proud of you.
Squeeze your fist to launch the darts. You'll be fine.
He doesn't know how to fire darts.
I mean, he's never had a reason to. You fool.
Don't look at me, look at him. It's okay. Show them.
Yeah, like, do some backflips.
Begin.
Here we go. Yes!
Winner.
There you go.
Did you teach him that?
I find that funny though, the kid just only hit Grogu like once. And then Grogu was just like bang bang bang. Oh, crocodile. Dragon. Never mind.
No blasters will kill the child.
I mean, he might already be dead. I mean, this planet isn't exactly safe. Let's be honest. Jesus. They're going fast.
It always gets away.
Not this time. Bo Katan's here. I love shots like that. Is the kid dead?
I kept a high altitude and followed it to its lair. I know how to get there.
Okay.
I'll fly to the foothills. Scale the rest of the way on foot.
I'll join you.
Surprised Bo Katan didn't say anything about Paz Viszla. Like, you're a Viszla?
You are too young to join them.
What? He's too young to join him. He's been on some fucking adventures.
If you wish to become a Mandalorian, there is much work to attend to.
the way he walks. It's just so funny.
This is the forge.
Alright, music, calm down. Jesus. Why is he looking sad? Order 66? Fucking clones, man. That was close.
Everything's gonna be alright, kid.
Is that fucking Ahmed Best? Is that Jar Jar? What the fuck? It is! Jar Jar saves Grogu. Oh, I'm so happy for him. He gets to be a Jedi. And kill some clones. Tamara. Fucking voiceover. Oh, Jesus. As if we're fully just getting a flashback to Order 66 right now. What? Oh. Tuh. The highest mountain. Wait, is that fucking Senator Amidala's ship? The Naboo ship? It is! Naboo! What the fuck? Another Jedi survives. But where does he go? Naboo?
It is with these scraps of Beskar that I forged your next piece of armor.
Wait, what happened to the chainmail? The fuck?
Rondell, as you
Oh, is that the chainmail?
Foundling.
Yeah, there it is. That looks so fucking stupid. It doesn't even fit. Like, surely the kid's dead at this point. Jesus, how many are going? 7? The Magnificent 7.
The target is on the top of this peak.
We will make camp.
Surely the kid would be dead at this point.
When you get your food, you go off to find a place where you can take off your helmet.
You are the leader of the war party. You have the honor of staying by the fire. This is the way.
This is the way. Every episode, dude, they say that line.
Now our hope is that the child is still alive, so we have to make sure not to fire on the raptor.
Dude, Paz Viszla is heavy as fuck. With that gun on him. There's a lot of red shirts here. They're doing a lot of fucking transitions. What if the kid's already dead? I mean, there's no way he wouldn't be, right? He was, like, there overnight.
I see a heat source there.
Wait.
Clear the area.
He's my son.
Ah. That makes sense.
Ragnar! Ragnar! Ragnar!
Big boy. Or big girl. What? Oh yeah, because I guess they stole them. What the fuck? I mean, they couldn't catch it before. How are they going to catch it now? It's like swatting a fly. I mean, if they can capture this or kill it, they can get a lot of meat. There you go. Oh. Alright. Yeah. That's the food chain, I guess.
I'm okay, Dad.
Thank you.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Alright.
Come, Grogu.
The way he runs, or the way he walks.
You have honored your house and all of Mandalore, saving a foundling. This is the way.
This is the way.
And we have brought you 3 more foundlings in need of care and training.
Oh. The babies. How did they get on the ship? What?
You're in need of a repair. Come with me. Shall I inlay the signet of the Night Owl?
No, the Mythosaur.
And another with the Mythosaur.
The Mythosaur belongs to all Mandalorians.
I would like that.
She's scheming. God, I'm so curious, like, how she's gonna say that she found the Mythosaur. It has to play a role somehow.
What would you say if I told you I saw one?
That you saw what?
A Mythosaur.
The noble vision?
No. I mean a real one.
So she doesn't believe her.
But it was real.
This is the way.
So they won't believe her until she proves it, right? So she's gonna have to go back to Mandalore. Oh, Carl Weathers directed that? Nice. Why does Grogu look like Godzilla there? What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, overall, that was a pretty good episode. But it's made 100 times better because Ahmed Best is in it. Like, what the fuck? I wasn't expecting that one. The guy who played Jar Jar in the prequels is now a Jedi that saved Grogu. Like, what? And we got Tamara Morrison obviously voicing the clones again, which I think were new lines, right? So that's cool. One day, dude, we're gonna get Tamara Morrison, Captain Rex, and I can't wait for it. Please, with the Ahsoka show. It is interesting that this episode, similar to last episode, focused more on like other characters, like Bo Katan and Grogu. Grogu being the surprising one. Like, we got more flashback stuff. I wasn't expecting that. And the fact that I'm still in disbelief that fucking Ahmed Best has returned to Star Wars, but he's playing a Jedi. I wonder if we'll see more of him. We have to. It's kind of intriguing that they went on a Naboo starship. Like, does that mean they've gone to Naboo, which is even more kind of meta in a way, because Ahmed Best played a creature that was from Naboo, a Gungan, right? So does that mean they've gone to Naboo to, like, hide out? Like, from what I remember, I think Naboo was safe, right? Which actually wouldn't make sense, though, because, like, wasn't Naboo, like, Palpatine's, like, home planet? So surely he'd, like, have it occupied. Because, like, the last, like, sign of Naboo, I think, was with Tales of the Jedi, right? When Ahsoka went there. Like, in Padme's, like, funeral. And I guess there was a comic, too, but I can't remember if it was canon or not. I think it's canon. There's a Dark Horse comics that focus on Vader. He went to Naboo to visit Padme, but yet again, I can't remember if that was canon. Like, maybe the season for Grogu is going to be about him remembering stuff and getting better skills. Because obviously we saw at the beginning of the episode that he fucked up Paz Vizsla's son. Ragnar, I think his name is. Because, like, he's definitely learning, because episode 2 he went back and got Bo Katan. So obviously, like, that training with Luke came in handy. It just didn't feel like that training was a lot. Because apparently he was with Luke for, like, 2 years or something like that. I don't know about that. Maybe they just mean, like, since we last saw Grogu. I don't know. I wasn't expecting Bo Katan to just, like, blurt out that she saw a Mythosaur to the Armourer. It's funny because it was, like, right after I said, like, how is she going to bring it up? But the Armourer didn't really believe her. She said it was a vision. Like, eventually, like, Bo Katan's going to have to prove it. Like, she's going to go back to Mandalore. She's going to free the Mythosaur somehow. And then the other Mandos will see it. And then a new age of Mandalore will begin. But do you think she will free it? Like, maybe they're setting her up to do it, but it won't actually happen. I don't know, though. Because it'd just be too obvious. I mean, like, Mandalorian has kind of, like, surprised us every now and again with some of the story stuff. Like, Luke showing up, it was obvious, but at the same time, it's like, I didn't expect that, you know? Boba Fett showing up, I mean, I kind of guessed that from the get-go. Why would we go back to Tatooine in Season 1? Who's a random person that would be in the desert to save Fennec? sometimes Mandalorian can do some like juicy stuff, so we'll have to see. I mean, even this episode with like Ahmed Best being a Jedi, which is kind of annoying though, because the last time we saw that flashback was in Book of Boba Fett. You know what I mean? So you have to watch Book of Boba Fett to get more of a general idea of what that flashback is. Also, can we just point out that the planet the Mandalorians are on is not safe? You've got some like dragon creature, and the crocodile things, or the turtle things. And the fact that they're shooting the water at the beginning of the episode, it's like, you're going to alert more of them. And you did, with the dragon. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing, Mandalorians? Also, where's all their ships? Like, the only ship that I've seen is Bo Katan's ship. Where are all the other ships? I do find it kind of funny that they said not to make any noise. Otherwise, like, Ragnar would be killed. But then they do kind of make noise, which is what alerts, like, the mother in the first place. So it's kind of stupid. Because fucking Paz Viszla reasonably was worried about his son. Paz Vizsla's played by Jon Favreau, right? I think he's obviously played by someone else in terms of like the stunts and in the suit and the armor and stuff. But it does make me curious, like, if the helmet ever does come off Paz Vizsla's face, will it be Jon Favreau? Maybe. Funny though, because he also played Pre-Vizsla. I don't know if it's just me, but is there a coincidence that we saw the same mountain on Coruscant from last episode in this one? Like, is it going to play some sort of role? Like, there's a reason there's droids around it telling people not to touch it. I also said last episode that I wanted to see the Jedi Temple. We got it, even though it was Revenge of the Sith times. But still. Also, them clones were very hell-bent on hunting down Grogu. Like, Jesus. And, you know, respect to them Naboo soldiers or Naboo guards. Went out like bosses. It is kind of crazy though when you look at Revenge of the Sith. There's so much happening in the canon, like from all over the like galaxy. You know, you've got Cal Kestis on his ship with his master. You've got Grogu in the Jedi Temple. You've got Anakin obviously slaughtering like younglings in the fucking temple. You've got Padme watching as the temple burns. You've got Obi-Wan and Utapau. You've got Yoda on Kashyyyk. You've got Kanan on that planet with the Bad Batch, right? And his master gets killed. Obviously, you know, Aayla Secura. But that kind of happened earlier before the temple was attacked, right? And she was, like, killed by the clones. I feel like she had the most fucked up death, though. She was just getting shot up as she was on the floor, like, Jesus. Like, so much happens in Revenge of the Sith. Insane. Like, it literally sets off the next stage of the story. Like, holy fuck. And it's improved by Clone Wars so much, Revenge of the Sith. I mean, I guess, like, that's also what happens with Ahsoka on Mandalore, right? Fighting Maul. But I guess at that point she was already heading back to Coruscant. But yeah, pretty good episode. A lot happened from, like, the Grogu, like, flashback, and obviously Bo Katan kind of confessing to the armor that she's seen at Mythosaur. Obviously right now it doesn't mean much. Eventually it will. We just have to see how it unfolds. But, like, we're halfway through the season at this point. We're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, my voice is still a little bit iffy, but I will be reacting to the new episode of Bad Batch right after this, so expect that a few hours after this has been uploaded. Maybe on Thursday, tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I mean, that basically wraps up the shitty review, so I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ta and farewell.